It's August, it's peak season. Let's go and take a look around the Lanzarote Airport on a Thursday, the busiest arrival day, and see how busy it is. Come on, let me show you Lanzarote Airport in full. Here we go, look, so departures, these poor people are going home, look. They're not having the best of days, and we're just about to hit a heat wave as well. They reckon 40 degrees. I reckon not. TUI lot, look, they're ready to get themselves back to wherever they're going to. So I'm going to take you for a little walk around and show you the airport, upstairs, downstairs, and everything you need to know. To be honest, it's not looking that busy today, although it is the busiest day, but it's early doors, it's around 10:30. And as I've just entered an airport, you know what I always have to do when I go to an airport or anywhere? I'm going for a wee. I'll see you in 3. Oh, that was longer than 3 because the toilet was out of order. I had to use the disabled ones. Naughty Mr. TravelON. So let me show you what you got upstairs, then we'll go downstairs. We may even hit the coach part today, let's see. So it's your typical big boys, look, your typical big boys. And yesterday there was a problem at Birmingham Airport. Is there any delays? It doesn't look like. Oh, there's a little delay on the Birmingham there. Big delay. I think there was one cancelled there. But you got TUI up the top. Good morning. How are you? These are the ladies from TUI. Look, they're rocking and rolling. Busy day today. It's always exciting at the airport, though, isn't it? Always lovely. And then you got the old jet tours. Look. Let me know in the comments. Are you red or blue? I think jet 2 are getting bigger than TUI now. And they're the 2 big boys. Then further down you've got a little bit of an EasyJet as well. They've got quite a few flights coming more from the south and London, and oh, that one's going to Paris. EasyJet to Paris. I fancy a little trip to Paris. Might have to get that. Little EasyJet trip to Paris. What do you reckon? Would you like to see the Eiffel Tower? So if we look at the board there, look, there's not many delays. Only one Birmingham, which was meant to go at 9:35 yesterday. So it looks like that was cancelled. So somebody's had an overnighter, and it looks like it's going at 2:45 today. And there's a Manchester one that's delayed a little bit, but nothing major. So we're looking all good. So once you've got your check-in here, so this is your going home. We sort of do this the wrong way around, don't we? We show you going home before arriving. But once you get your check-in, you literally go behind the desks, and that'll bring you into passport control, look. And this is where you get your passport control. And this is the VIP fast lane. I don't know what it is, but I think you can maybe book it and get a fast lane into there. But you can see, I don't think you need to, look. It's never busy. Right, you've also got a little cafe up the top here if you want. And this is the disabled area. This is quite new as well. And I'm just going to tell you about that VIP fast lane as well. Absolutely ridiculous. But there's lots of people here. Let's head downstairs and I'll tell you. So I just got told off by the guy for showing you that VIP fast lane. And he said, oh, you need to delete it, you need to delete it. I was like, what do you mean? I said, you've got the door wide open. I can see in there. Yeah, but this is the zone of security. I said, yeah, but I'm not in it, am I? I'm just outside of it. Oh, yeah, but you're not allowed to film. Well, you've got the door wide open. Everybody can see it. So what's the difference? I didn't go inside and stick the camera in, did I? Anyway, he was a nice guy. We had a joke about it. And I said, he just went, I know it's not my rules, it's their rules. But there you go. That's the VIP fast lane. I don't think you need it. You saw how quiet it was there. I'm going to show you downstairs and we're going to head down there. So I love this bit at the airport, look, because you get to see everybody arriving. So you get a bird's eye view. Your car hire places are down there, look. And when you arrive at Lanzarote Airport, this is what it looks like. So you're going to come through this way. We'll follow these people down there. They're going to get the bags. And then you'll come out, them doors there. And this is literally arrival. So this is the start of your holiday. That way will lead you to the coach park. That way will lead you to the car hire. And the other way will lead you to the taxis. But I do like having a good old nose at this. It's like watching ants, isn't it? Look, all coming through. You can see them all coming through the main doors there. Let's go down and have a closer look. It's looking quite busy at arrivals, and I'm picking somebody up. I'm picking my mate up today. He's over for a few days, so that should be exciting. least I'll have somebody I like on the island. There's not many people I can stomach more than an hour. So we'll have a little look. He's arriving on the Jet 2. These are all the people up meeting. We've got the posh ones there in a suit. Imagine wearing a suit in 40-degree heat, which is what they've said. I'm just going to have a look at the board and see if he's delayed or not. So he's literally just landed, so he's got to get through passport control. But I'll see when he arrives and how long it took to get through, and I'll put it on the screen somewhere. So car hire looks quite empty today. Let's talk about car hire in Lanzarote and the Canary Islands and the options that you've got. This is where you get your car, and a little tip for you, if you, on the other side is people as well. So when you come through your baggage thing, if you can organise your car that side, it'll speed it up, because a lot of people get their luggage, come out of the doors and then come here, and there's usually massive queues. Now this is usually the biggest queue, Cabrera, Medina and Seacar. Great Canarian company, but service-wise or after service-wise, I found they were really bad. There's a few stories from myself with my experience with Seacar, and I'd love to recommend them because they are a Canarian company, but service-wise, I haven't got a clue. Auto Resin are meant to be fantastic. Gold Car, you should avoid like the plague. So many bad reviews. I don't know how they're still running. Hertz is all right. Swifty. Europe Car. Top Car seems to be very popular these days. And Six, this is, in my opinion, the best one. This is the best one because I like the orange colour.
Thank you.
It's very nice. This is the best one for me.
Yes.
It's my favourite. I went to Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Greece, everywhere, and always with Six.
Oh, super.
It's the number one, in my opinion, and I like the colour. And you've got two lovely ladies to greet you as well.
Thank you so much.
See you later, bye. There you go, look, Six, that's my favourite one. There's another little cafe up here. You can't go at any airport without eating and drinking 24 hours a day, can you? Anyway, so when I went on my big travels, Six was the one. It never let me down. Even in Abu Dhabi, you saw the video. If you haven't, go and have a look at my travels, 15 days. Whew, that was a big trip. But Six, and every single one, the cars were perfect, the service was amazing, the after service was amazing. Even when I got a speeding ticket in Dubai, they contacted me and said, listen, you've got a speeding ticket, you're going to have to pay it. I did. It was about 100 quid. Can't get away with it there. Anyway, lots of people arriving here, look. I don't know whether I could wear a suit. I don't know whether I could book a transfer with somebody wearing a suit. I'd feel too bad. This is a little information thing. They used to have somebody sat here. Oh, they've still got somebody sat here. I think this is a complete waste of a resource because nobody lands and wants information, do they? They just want to get to their destination. They can get information later. But there you go. Waste of time. Another government idea. Oh, let's put some information right where people arrive. Who's going to go there? You just want to arrive and get going, don't you? You don't want to piss around getting flyers. Or just look on www.travelon.world, tell you everything you need to know about where you're going, what you're doing, what you can do there. Use the code TTK, save yourself some money. There's my sales pitch. Right, let me show you the options that you've got this way once you arrive. So this way, look, with the amazing advert of Jurassic Kingdom, top floor of the Biosphere with the 6D cinema. That'll lead you to the coach park. This way leads you out to the taxis. Now let's have a look at the taxis, because there's loads of conspiracy theorists out there that think there's massive problems. There is and there isn't. I mean, at the moment, like I said, it's early doors, so it's not too bad here. And this is a taxi queue, but there are loads of taxis. And I'll tell you about the taxis and the problems as we walk on. Sometimes there is a bit of a queue, like quite a big queue. But now look, it's not too bad at all. There's not many people. Later on, possibly. It depends. It depends how many flights are landing at the same time, doesn't it? But you get your taxis here, look. And there's a man here and he sorts everything out for you. But there's a massive problem with taxis, which I shall tell you in a minute. So I'm going to head back in here, then I'm going to head to the coach park. But the taxis here, so all these white taxis are owned by one little town hall, San Bartolome, I think. So one little town hall controls all the taxis for the airport. Now, if they drive all the way down to Playa Blanca, they're not allowed to pick anybody up from Playa Blanca to bring them back to the airport, because the taxis in Playa Blanca are red and are owned by Playa Blanca. If you get a taxi from Playa Blanca, the red ones, and you come up to the airport, that taxi is then not allowed to pick somebody back up to take them back down to Playa Blanca. It's all political nonsense, and this is the problem with the world, isn't it? It's politics, it's people in control that have no idea what they're doing and couldn't organise a piss-off in a brewery, could they? Absolute joke. So apparently, I've heard on the grapevine, Uber are coming. end of next year, or maybe end of next year, Uber. And there is a little Twitter out there that's saying that normal people like me can apply for a license to take you to the airport, and I don't know how true that is. Mrs. TravelON gave me that information last night. We shall see. So once you arrive, look, you'll come through them doors. This is where you'll be met by the reps. Look, you've got your Jet2 reps there, you've got your TUI reps. They'll tell you where you're going, what bus you're going to get, and if you are on a bus, well, this is the way that you get the bus, look, through here. And this will take you to the bus park, or the coach park as they're called. And this is where, realistically, when you arrive, you'll get your first waft of heat. And the heat will just hit you. And you can even get a baguette now. Look at this, brand spanking new. $7.50 for a baguette. Who is getting off a plane and saying, quick, we need to have a baguette and a drink and a packet of crisps before we go anywhere? $11.95. Crying out loud. I've always said this about airports. Why does everyone feel the need to eat constantly? It's a 4-hour flight. If you can't not eat for 4 hours, something's wrong with you. Local bus here. This is where you get the local bus. This is the cheapest way to get anywhere. The 161 is fantastic. We'll take you and drop you at loads of different places in Puerto del Carmen, and then go all the way down to Playa Blanca. So this is really cheap. Probably cost you about, I'm not actually sure. I can't remember the last time I went, but about $150 one way, I reckon. But dirt cheap and very, very regular. Pause the video now, look, and you'll be able to take a little screenshot of the bus timetable there, look. Chit. There you go. But if you're not getting a bus, but you're getting a coach bus, well, this is where you go, look. You go, look. She's telling people where to go. I just heard her say she flew in from Birmingham on the Jet2. That means my mate's here. I better get back, hadn't I? We're okay. Jet2 rep said the Birmingham hasn't landed yet. Sure, it said it had landed on the board, but never mind. We are going to go up to the coach park. I am going to show you where you get the coaches. It's a nice little quick whistle tour of the airport, isn't it? You know me, if I've got an opportunity to make a video, I'll make one. Now, this is the old coach park. Memories, this. Memories. Many years ago, when me and Mrs. TravelON worked for First Choice Holidays, wearing pink, well, this is where we used to hang out on an airport day. This was the old coach park, look. So you can see what, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say about 30 coach spaces, quite small, but it was hustle and bustle back in the day, sucking in them fumes. The coach drivers were smoking. It was just good old-fashioned good days. I think I smoked then as well. Used to have a quick cheeky fag with the bus driver, and then that'd be it. Meet you lot on holiday and take you into resort. Best days of my life. Now it's all changed, and now, because it's so much busier, you wait till you see the big coach park up here. It's huge. So many more coaches. You're not allowed to take your trolleys any further than this point, because we've got the little conveyor belts. There's old submarine safaris, look, with a big banner, www.travelon.world, to book your submarine safaris adventure and all your excursions. And we're going to jump on this conveyor belt here. Here we go. And people are standing on it, when realistically it's just to make you walk faster. Really annoys me, these things. Now, it's not like an escalator where it stairs, is it, where you do stand there and go up. These are just to make you walk faster, not stand there and like fly up. You're meant to be walking. It's to keep the flow of traffic. Life would be great without people, wouldn't it? Here we go, look. Here we go, here we go. This one's not actually working. This one's not working, we're just walking on this one. But you know when you go to the gym, I do go to the gym, believe it or not, but you know when you go to the gym and you're on the running machine and then it stops and you feel like you're still moving, that's like being on this. It's like not moving, but it feels like it's moving, if that makes sense. Very confusing. But there's the airport over there, look. Big view of the airport. And we're on another one. I think this is it. I think there's only 2. Little drinks dispenser, just in case you didn't manage to get a drink or anything there, look. You can get a bottle of water for $1.60 just in case. And then this is it, look, this is the coach park. This is where you arrive, and this is where the reps tell you where the bloody hell to go. You got your TUI reps, you got your Jet2 reps, you got a map as well, look. There you go, look, you got all there. How many is there? There's 62 coach slots in here, which is like double what they had back in the olden days downstairs. back during the war, we only had 30. Reps are there, look, getting everybody ready on there. Jet 2, TUI reps here, look. And it's all an adventure. I loved working at the airport. It was probably one of my best times. I used to do the morning shift as well, so I would get there at like 4 o'clock in the morning, finish in the afternoon. Oh, the arguments you have to have with people, excess luggage, moaning, crying. A few nice ladies, always a few nice ladies at the airport. That's why I've got the dark glasses on. Don't tell Mrs. TravelON. But it was, you know, it was just a people watching thing. And you ladies seem to dress up so nice for your flights. I just stick a pair of shorts on or whatever, comfort. You ladies seem to doll yourself up to go on a plane. What's that all about? You get off these planes, I get off looking like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards and beaten to shite. You lot get off with a full face of makeup, looking absolutely intense, ready for your holiday. Makes me laugh. Anyway, enough of that. This is a coach part, look. You've got loads of them, absolutely loads of them, look. Purple ones, blue ones, silver ones, there's loads. And it does bring me back to the good old days. Like I said, I used to smoke back then, I used to booze back then. I'd be hungover, standing chatting to the bus drivers, having a quick cheeky fag in uniform just behind here, sucking in the fumes. Good old days, not nowadays, eh? Now it's all changed. There you go, the hissing, the noise, the excitement. It's the start of your holiday. Start of these lots of holidays here, look. Right, so I better get back down, see if the Jet 2 flight from Birmingham has landed, and hey ho, get back. Let's go. Back down the broken conveyor belt. And I'm wondering if these only go one way, you know. I think I might have come the wrong way here, because I think these might only go up. Let's see. I reckon we might have to go back up to come back down again. No, we're all right. This one's broken as well. Either that or, I don't know. I'm going back down this way anyway, look. So I'm going to head back into arrivals, see if that Jet 2 flight's arrived. Lots of people arriving, look, busy day. Look, all these lot just arrived. I think they were on the leads, the Jet 2 leads, from what I heard, the lady that was speaking to the Jet 2 rep. And look, it's just a flow of people ready for their holidays in Lanzarote. I wonder how many of them have booked their trips, tours and excursions with www.travelon.world. I hope a lot of them, because if they haven't, well, they ain't going to get to do much, because today is Thursday, I cannot get you on a boat, a catamaran, until Wednesday next week. That's how busy it is. So you need to book your trips, tours and excursions in advance. If you don't, you probably won't get on them. There's only a certain amount of spaces on boats, buses and things like that. Get them booked, www.travelon.world. Use the code TTK, save yourself a little bit of money. I'm going to go in this way. Let's go. Right, we'll go this way, look. Get ourselves back in. Get ourselves back in through here, look. While everybody arrives, we'll go completely against the traffic and let's see if he's arrived. I bet he has, you know, and I'm bloody pissing around making a video for you lot. I can't hear any Birmingham accent, so let's see, look. Welcome to your holiday, everybody. Welcome to Lanzarote. Time to enjoy that heat. And apparently it's going to be 40 degrees. Stand by to die. Right, Jet 2 rep said 10:45, Jet 2 Birmingham landed. He certainly won't be through yet, but we shall wait and see. So there you go, that was the Lanzarote Airport in a nutshell. Everything you need to know about arriving and going back. Starting with going back and ending with arriving. Always the wrong way round, isn't it? Please make sure to like, follow and subscribe this channel. It costs you no money at all, just hit that subscribe button. And if you like travel content, well, I hope to bring you more and other content and loads of other stuff. I've got some big plans, me. Stay tuned and thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.